Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. I just realized my volume again, as always, is probably way too high. Let me just change that for a second. This one? Yeah, that's the one. Alright, we'll leave that there. Tell me if that's a little too loud for you guys. Probably not. And then that's all good, that's all good, that's all good, and this is all good. Alright, I'm gonna leave that on that side. I'm gonna leave that up like that. Okay, I think we can open up the game, full screen this thing, and head on over. Then closes again. Alright, let's get into it. So, I don't think there's anyone in the chat just yet, but anyway, we're gonna be doing some more work on Valhan City this week. There's still a lot that needs to be done in order to get all of this ready for the Ko-fi page launch and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna keep chipping away at this. And I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride because why not? Why not? Right? So I think we'll just go down the line, right? And we'll just tidy up each one of them and make sure that we're happy with the schematics for each of these. Yeah, we'll figure something out for there in a sec. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well do... No, we actually... Wait. That's the other thing, though. All of these things were built on a mycelium island where there was no problem with mob spawning, and now there's problems with mob spawning. So most likely inside here, if we go down, I think these things are all still working. Right? I think these things are all still working. So down here, do you see any mob spawning? I don't know. We still have Professor Payne up there doing his thing. We still have a few of these guys down here. Okay, so this thing is kind of still working on the inside. This is one of the few ones where the interior... Well, not one of the few ones, but one of the ones where the interior is going to stay. Because it's worth keeping it. It wasn't something that someone else designed. It was something I made. And so we can keep it that way, right? So let's get started with some wools. We'll use a little bit of world edit trigonometry over here to make all of this nice. So let me just see something. Yeah, I think we could technically do something where we close this up like so. It's like a little bit of a divot in the wall. Just up to there, and then maybe we just close off those areas. We maybe graffiti some of this. That's an option. I think that's a decent enough option. Let's close up all of that, and let's do this, and we'll take that up like that. And maybe we come over here like this. Yeah, then we can actually have some billboard age in these dead spaces. Something could go in here. It's gonna look pretty good, I think. Sorry, I should probably drink some water instead of clearing my throat into your ears. 1 second. Ah, yes, much better. All right. Well, we'll wait and see who trickles in. See how the stream goes. But I'm just gonna chip away at this. You know, We're just gonna do this. And then I think we bring this out to about here. Something like that. Yeah, why not? These things are... See, the thing with these builds is that they were all very situational at the time of building them, right? So some of them might just not make any sense when push comes to shove. At the end of the day, it's just some of them just wasn't designed to be for, like this one, for example, right? It's this specific shape because there's a villager breeder up there, and then there's a drop down, and then there's a conversion chamber, a conversion center or something in there, right? So let me just show you guys what I mean by this, right? This is up, yes, okay. So up here we have an actual villager breeder, right? That still functions, to be honest. So that's the reason this thing has the tall tower, right? But then down all the way here, you have the collection for all the villagers, and then you have minecart tracks and things that take them over to all the, 2 conversions, 5 conversions, all of that sort of stuff. And it doesn't always... This build wouldn't have made any sense if it wasn't for the things that it was trying to cover, right? Then, if you look at the back of this build, the only reason it looks like this in the back is because it was built into the side of a hole, right? It was built into the side of like a perimeter hole on a mushroom island. And so now I have to try and come up with some kind of way to fill this in that makes sense. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's see. We want to at least fill out this wall on this side and keep the slope of that. So you know what? We're just gonna grab an axe, and we're gonna wall edit some of this. Right? We're going to at least do all of that, and we're gonna go replace air with yellow wool down there. Right? Okay. So we filled that in. And then we can fill that bit in there. And then we can see about filling in. Actually, might as well just, now that I have the command all queued up and everything. Oh wait, let's do it from there to there. And that. Okay. So now we kind of have a wall on this side that we can figure out what we want to do with it. And then we have some spaces for some advertisements, which is probably a good thing. It's always a good thing to have the advertisements in there. Now, see, this building also, it's one of those where you're going to need some kind of like second story road going around, because this is the entrance up here to the hospital. And there's just one reception. This is a weird hospital, right? It's pretty big, but there's one receptionist and one doctor. That's it. And then there's Dr. Payne downstairs in the basement that no one knows about. So it's a weird build, but I guess people want it. So you know what? We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. Let me just see, where does this come up to? Guess we could, or we could also just do something along. Let me see. I kind of like the idea of all of this. Okay, wait. I have an idea. I have an idea of how I can fill this area, right? So we're going to just take away this. All right. And we are going to get rid of these slabs. I have an idea. I hope this idea works. Get rid of that slab. There's some redstone there, which we can hide. I'll show you guys how I usually hide redstone. That's popping out because sometimes you build something like this and you want to cover it up with a build. But then you got things like this where I'm going to be putting a wall in here now. You'll see. And then it's going to end up being like, well, there's redstone in the way, so what do we do with that? And I'll show you guys exactly what we do with that. So we're going to just fill in, I guess, this area, right? And then we end up with that. We can maybe turn that into graffiti, I think. And then let's do from there all the way through to maybe there, otherwise it's going to spill over. Yep, that's good. And then we'll just fill in this. Right? And now we're getting somewhere with this build. This might be a little flat, but we'll figure something out to put some more stuff on this. Again, this is supposed to be... This is supposed to be against something. That's why there's nothing... Like, this is high detail. But if you do high detail around the whole thing, then you can't really smush it up against another build. But I'm going to try and do something that makes it look good from all angles at least anyway. I kind of want this corner bit to be out. Let's see, what else can we do to maybe round out this thing a little bit better. Let's fill in this for the time being, just because. Actually, no, we're not going to do that because I don't want to make more work for you guys than you need when you decide to try and rebuild this, I guess. If you decide to rebuild this, but we're going to do that. Yeah, something like this. Okay. And then we'll convert everything over to the white and the diorite and all of that sort of stuff in a little bit, right? Also, probably should do this wall. So we'll do... Will we do that? Probably not. Maybe we should just make it a fence all the way around. That's probably an even better idea. Let's do that. I mean, it's connecting up to a whole bunch of things that probably... I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. Do that. Okay. I mean, it looks alright, right? It looks fine. You won't even notice that. Or we could break that one out and maybe do... Nah, just do that. Oh, actually, that's something we have to constantly keep in mind, is the fact that this was built pre-117, so we could be using a few other things to make this work a little bit better for us, right? So we have that. Yeah, that'll do. And maybe we even do one of those down there just as a node. That's fine. Okay, that looks okay. Hi guys. Okay, now what I want to do is at least... I kind of want to divot this wall in a little bit, but then that's going to get cut up. I don't even know if you guys could still read that, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do with this? I guess the first thing we should probably ask ourselves is what was exactly in this. There was just white concrete, diorite, and the smooth stone. So it was meant to look like it was a white painted building, and then got dirty and got chipped away. So this is just like exposed concrete underneath the paint job, and that's kind of the idea of what this was, right? Now I'm starting to think maybe I should just convert all of that the same. No, you know what? That's just going to be a patch where there was even more paint missing in the end. Okay, we're going to just take this and we're going to get started with the conversion, because then I can see better, because right now it's all just yellow wool, right? So replace yellow wool with I'm thinking, I think it was about 40% white concrete, and it was 30% diorite, and then it was 30% smooth stone. Alright, smooth stone, like that. Okay, there we go. I mean, that looks fine, whatever. Then down this way, there's yellow wool in the building. That's why I don't want to just do the whole building all at once. That would not suit our purposes very well. Let's do this little ledge quickly, convert that over, and then we can do this entire thing here. I don't think it's going to interfere with anything. Let's just do it there. Right. Now we have the right block palette and like a blank canvas kind of thing going on of what's going to happen. Now we need to probably just come up with a little bit of graffiti and some signage and stuff to put on this side of the thing. And also, I guess we could just, you know, finish up this wall. That's probably an okay way of finishing that up. So we'll leave that. We got the helipad. Mind you, a little bit more of this action might not be such a bad thing. So 2 in. Let me just see. It's not going to intersect with anything, so that's probably for the best. You actually, you know what we could do is if we just do, just fill this up, stuff like that, and then we see if we do, was it from, it was from there, right? All the way through to about here. I don't think it'll intersect with anything, and then we can just go move 1 forward. Right, and we'll just quickly spectate out. Robertson approves. Hi, Robertson. Glad you approved, dude. I'm barely even started yet, but I'm glad you approve. Alright, so now, just thinking, there was no light sources behind any of this. Probably could do with a little bit of light source. So now we just fill in this whole thing with that. I think that's okay. Yeah. We'll just do this. It's not that bad. Right. I'm getting these weird lag spikes, and this is not a full world. There's not a lot going on this world, so I'm not entirely sure why I keep getting these little laggy, glitchy, freaking freezy frame things going on. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But that's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Ah! Okay, let's see. Let's take a step back when this is done. I mean, it carries the theme, right? It carries the theme of what's going on around this side. So I'm okay with that. And that brings a little bit of depth to this wall, because it's a really, really flat wall at the moment. The signage in here, I'm wondering what could we possibly do. Maybe you can come up with something, Robertson, or anyone else in the chat. If you guys have any ideas of what sort of signage we could put in there, let me know. For the time being, I'm going to carry on with... What was the other thing that I was planning on doing here now? One thing that we definitely would want to do, now that I think about it, I want to find a good place to do it that's going to maybe ooh, I know, right here. We're going to take the crimson signs, right? And we're going to just do the regular lines just to make some light strips. Right, very easy. Hi, Livestream. Welcome to the stream, dude. And we need glow ink, and we need, I guess magenta would probably be the best one for this, right? Magenta. And then we do that, and we do that. Yeah. Okay, and we copy this over, and let's just spam it all the way through. This whole sign needs to just have that running at the top and the bottom of it. This is something that I have actually been looking forward to, is the just upgrading some of the older builds, the ones that were built pre 1.17, to something that is, it almost looks like the light is scrolling. Like from a distance, it doesn't look too bad, right? It's got that red strips going through it. That looks alright. But then when you get a little closer, it kind of looks like the lights are scrolling in, which is really cool. I think that is there is a setting for that. So if you guys are playing on higher settings, maybe it won't do it like that. But I like that. I genuinely like that. So we might find a few more places where we could put some of these, just to make it pop a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we just put this straight over the top of this. So it's kind of like, yeah, I like that. Okay, okay. And this side? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I like that. That brings a little bit more to... Because even though that breaks up the flatness of the wall a little bit, that in and of itself is a little bit flat too. So that looks a lot better. I think even from a distance, it kind of just looks a little bit better than it used to. So I'm good with that. I am good with that. Now what I want to check here is how much space do I have behind this? Because maybe I went a little too far with bringing some of this other stuff in as well, right? So what if, let's just do this, and, oh no, not my axe, bruh. Not the axe, bruh. So now what we could do, let me just think here. If we take, say from, dang it, I actually need to go out again. Let me think about this for a second, right? So, yeah, maybe from there. Let's do, keep scrolling past. Okay, so we're just gonna go from there to however far we can go this way. Maybe like there. And then we're gonna go move one forward. Right. And then we're gonna go from there. Actually, from there. Have you downloaded Freedom's maps yet? Nope, I have not. I will get to that at some point later. That's not my priority. Like, that is just a little bit for... dang it. That is just a little bit for inspiration. That my priority right now is to get my own maps ready. So we do that. And we go this way again. And we do... No. Don't do that mistake again. Forward again. And then... forward again. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's just something that came to my mind, and I was like, hey, maybe this looks cool from the outside. We'll see in a second. There, all the way to here, forward, and then this, forward. Okay, now let's see what this looks like on the outside. All right? Yes! It is as I expected. It looks spectacular. And it really, really breaks up all of this nonsense a little bit more. Now, I'm wondering... Because my brain... No, actually, that is the right place for it. Okay, that's great. Now, I'm not going to do it on this one, because what I want from these schematics is for them to be as close to baseline as possible. I don't want to do the surrounding areas. Like what I would do is I would try and tuck a whole slums area in under here, like a homeless encampment or something like that, right? A bunch of people that really need healthcare living under the hospital, not getting healthcare. That's what I'm picturing for this. But I'm not going to do that because I want people to be able to use something like this for what comes to their mind, not what comes to my mind. But I genuinely like the way that looks. What I will do though is let's just grab some of these fences. I do want to just, I don't know, put in some support sort of stuff in here. I feel like it needs a little bit of that. Should probably put in one there too. And then up here. Just something like this, just to make it feel a little bit more well-rounded out. Okay. So we're back in the world. What world? This world? This world? Chuck? Hi, by the way, Chuck. Yeah, no, I'm just getting some more stuff ready for the coffee page. But I'm liking the way that this is looking on the back here. Kind of looks, I swear this thing is looking more and more like a freaking cargo ship. Because now it's actually got a hull. I don't know why it would have these things, but it has a hull, and it has the command tower up at the top there, and all kinds of weirdness, right? So, I mean, yeah. I like it. So, what I normally do when I have things like this is that I would just, oh no, that's not a good. Why does it do that? Oh. That's just a burnout that, like, oh, I see. Well, I probably broke whatever was inside there. But that will stop after 20. Not 20. I don't know how many that was. Okay, so maybe we do something like this. And we can do a thing where we do something like that to make it look a little bit bigger. And then we can probably take some of these and some of that, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then we can make something that looks pretty cool, right? Pretty easy. Boom, boom, something like that. Something like that, boom. This is usually the sort of stuff that I use for covering up redstone on the outside of my builds. If there's redstone protruding, I'm like, I'm not going to push out the whole wall by one just because of that little patch of redstone. Then I use that as inspiration for, hey, maybe I should put some kind of freaking extractor unit, some whatnot thing there, right? Actually, to be honest, this one might look even better if we just put a blast. What am I doing? Yeah, blast furnace there. Let's see, we put a blast furnace there. Maybe put another one there, and then we can. No, actually, put a blast furnace. No, blast furnace there, and another one of these there, and whatever, something like that, right? That's the whole point of this, is that it's not set in stone. None of these things are meant to make a whole load of sense. Are you using the debug stick for new opportunities in construction? No, because the debug stick isn't new. It's been around for ages. There's been a lot of things that you can do with it, and I might in the future do a series based on debug stick, but I want that to be specific to that series then. What can be done with a debug stick? On average, the average player does not use the debug stick, and I want to build things that people can build in survival. So, for instance, if I want all of these things to be flat against the wall, I would go on the other side and I would actually put levers. And if I can't put levers there, then it means that build, then I have to come up with something new, something different that I have to use there. And it's not, I can't just debug stick my way out of everything. I know Freedom uses it a lot, and he does it, and people know he knows that he does it. And that's why it works. It's like people go there and they understand that this uses the debug stick. Almost everything that he builds uses the debug stick in some way. But for me, a lot of my things don't. A lot of the things I do in like Random Craft or when back in Atlantia, I wasn't using the debug stick. So I try and avoid using it as much as I can, because I want my viewers to be able to build the things that I build, or at least those little details. Like, it's like, oh yeah, you just made this cool thing and it's got like flat iron trapdoors there, but that's I can't do that because I don't use the debug stick, right? Or the server I'm playing on doesn't allow me to have the debug stick. So I don't want to do that, right? I do want to do a series where I go full ball like Freedom does, and just go ham with debug stick and try and do it as detailed as possible. But that's in the future. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is I would like a little bit of, I want to at least have some pipage or something coming out of this thing, so it feels a bit more, it doesn't feel so flat. So maybe we come up with this to, can't go past that. Dang it. Alright, we'll just leave it there. Maybe put like a trapdoor or something on top of it so it looks, and then maybe put a blast furnace. No, Derpol. No, what you doing? Blast furnace just there. Actually, just do two like that. Then we have a little vent up at the top, and then we can grab some of these as connections, maybe there too. And there you go. There's something that breaks up some of this monotony. Now what I'm also thinking is we probably would benefit from having a few of these bad boys, and maybe doing something along the lines of bringing this out to about there, and let's say we bring this out from here, and then maybe we can put a little something in there. Oh no, sorry, that was the wrong way around. Do that. And oh no, that was the right way around. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. So now we have that, and then how about let's see, end rods. If we can do like every week, we can maybe do like 2 of these buildings. We should be done in like a month's worth of streams, and then I can actually put all this stuff up on Ko-fi. That'll be fantastic. We'll put in a few end rods. See, this is the extent of how far I will go to have altered building content, right? Is I just don't like the end bits on the end rods. That's pretty much it. More than that, I don't like. I'll add I remember there in those apartments, pretty much each one of those apartments, I'll show you guys, has a Susan, a scientific device, and a phaser in it, right? Okay. Each one of them has a scientific device, a phaser, and a Susan in them. And that's for good reason as well. Some of these things, like Susan, not the phaser or the scientific device, those were made by Enigma, but I think he might at some point want to do something with his Kofi and his models and stuff, and then I might do something with Susan and a few of the models that we do, that I do in Blockbench. I want to learn Blockbench soon, and then try and do some modeling of my own. That's why they're there. It's just preemptive that I'm probably going to do something with them soon. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, right? Then I might actually just for funsies. No. Oh. I 1 second. That, yes. And then no. Oh, can't put them against end rods. I keep forgetting you can't put these freaking things against end rods. All right, well, whatever. Let's see. We're gonna get some. Let's just get some panes. This thing's actually not big enough now that I think about it. We need it to go down just one more. Then it'll be big enough. Because otherwise, it is not an even or an uneven number. So 5 by 5, yes. And then we get some pines. Let's get some red panes and some black glass. And then we'll just do something very simple like this. We have it all over the build already, so might as well have another one of these just floating around. That, and might as well do the bottom bit as well. And yeah, other side too. Okay. Okay, a little bit of neon signage to help the process along. Actually, now that I think about it, I might just want to move this whole thing forward a little bit, just so it's not attached. Stop that, you weirdo. Not all of them does it, and I don't know why. Sometimes build edit can just be freaking weird, right? Just weird. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. Now it's a little bit more attached from the build, and it gives you guys a good idea of like how my process goes, because a lot of the whole point about Cyberpunk building is that it follows no bloody rules, man. This is just me hacking away and you know, trying to come up with a few things that half make sense, and that's about it. That is about it. So what I'm thinking now is there's stuff behind here, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Then again, I mean, it wouldn't look too bad to have a little bit of color on the inside either. So I think what we can do here is something along the lines of, let's get some concrete, let's get some lime green, and maybe some light blue. Okay, now what do we do with them? We already got things like that, we got things like that, so how about we try and do something like some kind of helix a helix would look kind of cool, right? Can I do a freaking double helix here? Actually, let's just do. Does that work? I don't know if that works. That doesn't work. It just ends up looking like a pattern like that. I don't like that. Okay, let's take out. I have to go away. Let's take out that. Let's say that that's a kind of a double helix. Not really, but okay. We could do something along these lines, but then that also just ends up looking a little weird, probably. I mean, I can live with it. I can live with it. And then this one, maybe we do something along the lines of like a medical serpent sort of vibe. I don't know, just something like this, some symbology, some symbol stuff. Because the rest of it is just going to be, let's see, glass. So now we do the glass layer. Like so. And then that. And then we get some end rods again. Okay, just we'll have the end rods spaced out a little bit, so it's not completely too much. And of course, it doesn't line up. That's okay. We'll leave it at that, and then. This one will do the other way. Okay, well, I mean, it's something. It's something that could work. Actually, I wonder if a little bit of paint action wouldn't make some of this look a little bit better, to be honest. Let me just see here. What if we did one there? That one out. So, okay, we're gonna go there. There. That doesn't really matter, does it? This one, I think I'm gonna just do that. No. Red. Let's give this a red center. All right, well, whatever. That kind of works. It's probably the reason why this isn't looking so great is because ow. Let's do that. Yeah, this needs to be a little bit more. A little bit. Better put together. Why my words no work today? Sorry, I'm focusing really hard. So what are you guys up to? What have you guys been up to? Okay. Yeah, something like that. Potentially we'll just put a little bit of trapdoorage action in there to make it look a little bit better. So we'll just do that. Make it feel like it's not just hanging completely unreasonably. Something like that. Okay, whatever. See, now it's still, you know, the Good Lord, my words! What is going on with me today? I can't talk. I have no idea what's going on in my head right now. Anyway, it's let's talk better. Let's say the words that I actually want to say. The sidewalk is basically going to be at this level here. So, it's a weird build. I told you guys, it is a weird build. I mean, you could put an elevator that just comes out right here. I don't know. You use it the way you want to use it, man. It's not up to me. But now I'm thinking, you feel my presence. It breaks the brain. Hi, Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. I don't know, dude. My brain not worky today. Talking is difficult. I can't even say the word talking without making a mistake. Good morning, Charlene. Okay. I still kind of need something going on around here. But it's coming along. It's coming along. It's, I mean, the other sides of this build has always just been fine, right? It was fine to begin with, to be honest. Not much else that I needed to do. I could just add a little bit more piping, but I feel like it's already got a fair decent amount of that. I guess now that we actually have copper piping, maybe I should put a little bit of that. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's do some copper piping, and let's see how would this copper piping snake. Let's start by making a fork. For no reason other than I want more space taken up at the bottom here. Right? And then we'll take it up from there. And maybe bring it out to there. And then bring this up. Maybe have a piece that goes around and into that. Around and across. Maybe one in there. And we'll bring the other one all the way to there. And then we'll have this one come up. And just make it go out from there. Actually, yeah, all of these corners can go away. That corner can go away. That corner can go away. And that corner can go away. And then we can do this one up, 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 up. And probably up and over into there. Or like that. Okay, something like that. And then what we'll do is, let's do from there, let's go all the way up to here, and we'll do replace, but then we'll do yellow wool, and we'll do a 50-50 split on waxed. Waxed, no, sorry, not a 50-50. What am I talking about? A 25. Waxed oxidized copper. 25 waxed oxidized cut copper, 25 waxed weathered copper, and 25 waxed weathered cut copper, like that. Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, and then I'll just let the RNG do that one for me. Thank you. Wow, that sucked. Thank you. That sucked. Then this thing over here. Okay. Cool. And then let's just grab these and those. And we will fill in some of these corners. And actually, I want that to look like it's going in there. Same goes for that one. And here we can have one of those, and then one of those. I genuinely don't like what the game did here, so one of those. Okay. And up here, we'll just put one of those in there. That. Okay. Now we got some paps. Got some hamster zombies. Both of you. Burn. Zombie on fire. Okay. Now we got a little bit more of that poppage going. Missed the spot. Yeah. Now what I want to also see here is which way does that? Okay, so it's on the front side, this side. See, this is another thing that I have to take into consideration. So on this world, I can use the observers here, right? And they're gonna give me this texture. But if I'm on another world, I might use them here to get that texture. If this whole thing is rotated 90 degrees, it's another one of those things that you can't prepare for that for someone else's world. It's just not something that's going to be viable. But we are just going to, I wasn't planning on it, but we're just going to put this one all the way down. All the way down here. Right? That's not going to help. Shut up. Okay. Like that. Right? And then we'll figure out something to do with this thing in a second. Make it a little bit better. We'll probably do something along the lines of that. And let me just grab some of these pop edges. We'll probably need a little bit of pop edge. We'll put some pop edge. Actually, we'll put the pop edge on both sides. Put the pop edge on both sides, because then that'll cover up the stinky side of this thing, this side, which I don't really like the texture of too much. Looks way too much like an arrow, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And then we'll put this. Just make this a really thick boy. Thick pipe. Right? Love me a better thick pipe. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. It works. Cyberpunk. Yay! Bit of that action. Missed that one. Honestly, guys, this is what it is, right? You build Cyberpunk. This is what Cyberpunk is. It's just smashing things together at high velocity, like ultra high velocity. In fact, Might just run this pipe to actually connect up to that pipe. Even though, yeah, why not? Whatever. And we'll run this pipe along this way to connect up to that thing. Because why not? Whatever. Break that one off. Okay. Now we got pipes running all along the place. Let's see, what else can we do to zhuzh up the outside of this build? Probably one of the things would have been to do that same thing that we did on the back end and, you know, like, pull this in a little bit. I wonder if we could still do that. Probably could. Probably could. And I probably will. So let's see, we're gonna go... We want to go out, out. Yeah, so we're gonna go there. Down to about there. And we're gonna go forward one. And then that. I don't know. This is a technique that I only just came up with, and I kind of like the way that it is making the bottom section of this building look. Nope! Dagnabbit, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you. And then there. I keep forgetting to turn around. I probably should just type in back. That would probably be an even easier way of doing all of this, but hey, whatever. Okay, now let's just look here. I mean, the pipes could stay exactly where they are. I don't really mind that. What I would do, however, is actually fence this thing in a little bit. Make it feel like there was a reason why these pipes were still like that. Why the shape of these pipes are coming down there. I don't know. Gotta try and make a little bit of sense with some lore. Maybe we could chuck in a little trash area down there. In fact, that's probably exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's just grab all the things we need for a trash can. So we're gonna need a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and actually, we don't. We don't need that anymore. We now have even better things for trash cans, which is, or for dumpsters, which is the deep slate. Looking awesome. So we're going to put something like that, and put some trash in there. Because why not? Bring that up, yeah. Bring the trash over there. We'll have some trash stuffed in here. Just because people, the bins never get cleaned, but people just keep putting trash everywhere, so it just piles up. Just a big old pile of trash, just to fill out that whole area, right? Makes sense to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let's see, what else could we do to fill out these areas? I mean, I feel like we've done a fair decent amount. Another thing that you could do is you could have wires connecting your buildings and stuff, and that's why a little bit of free space might actually be worth it. Again, it would be preferable to have a build right up against this one, so you don't need any of this. That would be the most preferential way of building these ones. Same with this one. This side. It would probably be best not to. But now that this side's kind of like this, with that, maybe just this side, you know? Just flatten it and have a build that comes up to about here. Maybe. That would be the best way, I think, to implement this one. But we're just going to keep shipping away. There's another one that I missed. Okay. There's some here too that I missed. Okay. Cool. Missed a lot of things. Great. Love it. Always good to see it. Put that one there and there. Missed that too. Sweet, 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 sweet. Missed these ones. Fantastic. Okay. I think the pipes are looking a little bit better, a little bit more rounded out. Okie dokie. And then we need... Oh, no. No. Look. More that I missed. What is wrong with me, man? I'm just not having a good... I'm not having a good pipe day. That's pretty much what it is. Don't clip that, please. Okay. So I think we'll just add a little bit of these bad boys. Maybe I should just add them on that side. You know what? We're just going to spam these guys up all the way there, and we're going to spam them in there, and we're going to put them in here, and up there. That doesn't even have to make sense at this point. It just has to fill out these spaces, because these spaces were filled up by an island before. Now I have to try and fill them up with what I got, and that's not always ideal. I'm just going to put this here as like a sidewalk. Probably put a sign there that says sidewalk. We'll leave that there, and maybe even bring this out a little bit. No, I don't want to do it with that again, so we're going to see what other options of walls do we have. We have white walls, so let's do 2, 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 3, and like that we'll do it. Okay. Actually, you know what? Nah, never mind. We'll just do this even thicker and stronger. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. There's still so many things, and to be fair, another thing that I wouldn't mind seeing is people actually taking these and putting their own spin on it, adding some extra features to it. If I fill up the whole thing, what's left for you guys to change, right? Or to fill out? Now, what I wouldn't mind doing is maybe adding a little bit of graffiti to, let's say, this space over here. But now, what do we do? Graffiti is always a difficult one to try and figure out. How about we do one that's meant to look like a brain? How would I do that? I think I have an idea. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That. Wait, what did I do here? Did something wrong. Up, up, over, up, there. Okay, something like that. Let me just see here. So, we just get the walls for now. We want brains. But we want magenta and pink brains. That's what we want, right? So the grooves are going to be magenta, and the rest of it's going to be pink, I think. That. A cup! Oh, I'm having a bad bloody... That's not... I don't know, that doesn't look like brains to me, but... I guess we could also just fully randomize the whole thing. Okay. So if we do that, now it's starting to look just like a Space Invader something. It's always hard to do it at the scale too, is the other thing. That is definitely one of the problems with trying to make brains at the scale is, yeah, it's not easy. So replace pink wool with 50% pink wool. No, not 50. What am I doing? Oh, my brain really isn't working today. It's insane how bad I am today. I'm so sorry for all of you having to watch this. 25% pink concrete powder. 25% magenta concrete powder. And 25% magenta wool. So that, you know what? Frick it. It looks like a brain to me. It's fine. But then what I'm going to need is some of you, because I'm going to have to make an outline. Otherwise, this is just going to look way too weird. So let's make an outline for it. Like that. Okay. Okay. I'm just an island boy. XN, are you island boy as well? Like, there are two separate Discord profiles there, my dude. Are you XN and island boy? Come on. Level with me here. Is this... What is going on? Yeah, he is. Oh, dude, why didn't you say that earlier? Like, what the hell, man? Why are you hiding behind two profiles? You changed your name. Oh, okay. I didn't notice. I did not notice. I thought Island Boy was new to... Well, no, wait. You were in the Atlantia Discord before, and then you changed your name in the meantime, and when you got to Random Craft, you were already Island Boy? Is that how it was? I think so. I think that's what it was. Okay, well, then I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Let's see. Replace gray wool with... And this time it is 50. Yeah, this time I actually got it right. 50% gray wool and 50% gray concrete powder. Boom. Okay, so that's a brain, and then what I'm thinking is, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with graffiti that works for a hospital, and I'm thinking some of this brain should be poisoned, maybe. So what if we interspersed it with just a little bit of green something? Maybe just interspersed it with a little bit of green, like this. Make it look like the brain's been poisoned, right? I don't know. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. And sorry, yeah, it's slime blocks. Yeah, but slime blocks are transparent. But maybe over the top of it. I'll have a look in a second what that would look like. With lighting behind. Yeah, but that's not that. I think that's too much effort for a graffiti artist to take to actually install lights behind his work, or her work. So what if we just did that? I mean, it's a valid idea, but I don't know. It feels like it's a bit more effort than a graffiti artist would go through. Hi, youth. Welcome to the stream, dude. Maybe one day. All right. Okay, that kind of looks like an infected brain a little bit. I do like the idea of the slime with the lighting. Maybe we do something a a little bit different. Something over here or here. What if? Ooh, actually, you know what? What if we did this? Every hospital has to have like a sludge factory. It's just kind of pumping out some bad stuff. So let's get. What lights are we gonna use? I don't want to use sea lanterns for this. I'll probably just use some glowstone. Glowstone makes more sense. And then we'll put glowstone around the edges of this. Yeah, like that. And we'll just have. I don't know. I feel like the sludge is just gonna end up like literally just running out of this thing. That, and let's get the slime blocks. Yeah, the slime gave me the idea, but I'm not sure if this is going to be right. Kind of just running out of this thing, getting pushed out there. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit much, right? Maybe it's just something that's just trickling out. Right, so like that. Like that. And then it would probably... Hi, Noriso. It is. Do I pronounce that correct, Noriso? Norizor. Let's just put a little bit of the sludginess down there, and then maybe get out some panes. Let's do the panes, and we'll do the panes. We'll do some panes like that. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. Looks like there's a little bit of sludge just getting pumped out of the back of the hospital, you know, by the trash. Instead of disposing it properly, they're just like dumping it into the back alley. I think that works. Okay. So now we need a few other things. We could do some kind of hologram, maybe? I don't know, hologram. Maybe this one's not the right place to do a hologram. Although we could do one like all the way at the top over here. Nope, but it's a German name, so it's difficult for a lot of people to pronounce. I'm not bad with German names, so at some point I would very much like to learn what... how to pronounce that correctly. Maybe I'll just ask the missus, because she's German, so she could probably tell me how that is supposed to be pronounced. Or the next time I talk to Bean or Thora, I'll ask one of them. Or maybe even at some point you and I will somehow be in a chat. Yeah, you never know where the future takes people. Through some kind of members only Discord or something. You never know. But yeah. I would like to know how to pronounce it correctly. I don't like mispronouncing, especially if it's a name that's supposed to exist. If that was some kind of mythical, made up or anime name, then I don't really care. As much as I love anime, I don't care for pronouncing anime things correct. If I got it wrong, then tough. But if it's a real German name, then I'm genuinely curious to know how to pronounce that. I'm thinking now, I do still want something over there, but I'm not entirely sure what that should be. But I do like the fact that this is the most colorful hospital the world has ever known. And actually, now that I think about it, you know what we could do to just break up some of this. Let me just see in here. Yes, there is more space, and there is a creeper up there too. Yeah, this place is not, well, it's supposed to be spawn proof. There's no zeros around here. And this is 118, right? This is 118? I am on one. Yeah, I'm on 118. Where the bloody hell did you... Oh, he came from... No? Oh, got pushed out from off from here. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna... See, now spawn proofing's well easy in Minecraft. There, spawn proofed this entire area. None of that counts. Benjamin! Hello, it's the Derpol. Just stopping by before I go to sleep. Have an awesome day and a stream. Thank you so much. You always do that. You always just pop in. Much appreciated, my dude. Go sleep. Go sleep. You got a long day of studying, or you have had a long week of studying. I don't know. Let's just see if all of this is spawn proof. I want to give you guys unspawn proofed things. All of this is okay. See, if it's not 0, it's not spawnable anymore, and I like that because now I can play around with lights a lot more. Watching for last 15 minutes. Sorry I didn't comment here. I am busy learning on details. Loving stream again. Hey, no problem. You don't always have to talk, yeah? I thoroughly appreciate any chatters in the chat. But any chatty Cathys or any of that. But you don't need to talk. It's okay. Some people can just watch. That is totally fine. Get out of the hole, my man. Okay. So I was thinking we could have some kind of let's see, this area here might just do like a little light fixture, something with some slats, if you know what I mean. What is the name of the mod you use for the light levels again? Oh, turn it off. It's Mini HUD, dude. I use Mini HUD for that. Right? Mini HUD does a lot of different things. Same with the coordinates up in the I can't point. There, up there in the corner. In that corner there. There's coordinates. That's Mini HUD. All of the stuff is Mini HUD. Okay, so we do that. Hey, Vinny is in here too. You can change the light overlay level in Mini HUD setting, by the way, so it shows green till... Oh, you can? Thanks! That is not something that I knew. What a thing! Is it in the new one? So, let's see, where would that be? It's generic? Oh, here. So, light level threshold is 0? Is it supposed to be 0? So if I just do... Oh no, 0 would be green too. So 1. It would need to be 1. Mini HUD. Thanks. I actually didn't I don't go into the settings. I don't go into the settings. I'm scared I'm gonna break something. But thank you. That was genuinely helpful. So now everything that's 0. Hey, I like that. That's much better. All right. See, guys, we all learn. Yeah, no, Vinny, it was 1. Cool. Thank you. Okay. I want some views, boys. We're just gonna do this. Just cause. Why not? Nah, that looks stupid. Never mind. Don't like it. What could we do with this then? That's too many. I've fallen out of love with sea lanterns over time. I mean, they're good. They're better than most of the things. Really looking forward to the frog lights. What do you guys think of the frog lights? You've seen them, right? the pearlescent and the thing and the other thing. I don't even know. I think it was a yellow light, a purple light, and a green light. Pain in the ass to farm though, but I like more lights. More lights, I like it. And obviously with shaders, you're going to end up with shaders that can make them look green and purple and yellow, and that's good. That's great, because at the moment we don't have those options, even with shaders. So, yay. Yay. Love that. We need to do, but I don't know what to do. Alright, you know what? We're just going to take out this entire area. Oh! I know what we can do. Dang it, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're going to just put this. Right, and then we're going to... I love the new lights, says Noro. I'm just going to call you Noro for now until I actually find out how to pronounce that properly. If the frog lights light up in their respective colors, S tier block, if not B tier, they won't emit colored light. That's something that Minecraft Mojang has said many times that they're not going to do, due to some made-up limitation in the back of their own foggy, soggy little brains. But with shaders, we'll definitely get that. And then Livestream says hi. And more lights is always good. We don't have many options. We do not have enough options. And it's sad. It's very, very, very sad. Don't like it. I like options. Even though I do get like the decision paralysis or whatever you call it when I have to come up with things that... Okay, so what we're going to do is... Actually want to change... Yeah, you know what? We're going to do this now. Deep. We're going deep, boys. I'm going to take this one. Just because it's the one that looks the most metallic-y. It's not my favorite one of the deep slates, but it is the most versatile, I will have to say. We gotta put a little bit of that in there. And probably a little bit more of that. Actually, no. Wait, I'm gonna just leave a little bit of space here. Like so. I have to go to sleep. Bye, Derpol. See you later. Good night. That's good night, dude. There. When in doubt with flat walls, put walls in your walls. Best ever. Put walls in your walls. Easy peasy. Actually, you know what? We're gonna just go full on through here with that. Because it looks stupid if it isn't. Boom. There we go. Put walls in your walls. That's the best way to handle that. In fact, why not? Why not? It looks great all the way through. And then here. One of the best things to break up a flat wall. Walls and walls. Look at that. Looks amazing. In fact, we shall mirror this to the one up top. That. Okie dokie. That looks great. Now we need to do something with this little handgun thing over there. And also, let's just... That. Don't like my love affair with the oh, actually, you know what? We could do just a little bit something different here. And we can do a combination of these guys, right? So we'll just that, and then we go boom, 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 and boom, 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 and there we go. Great time to come in, Kalol. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hi, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Always good to see a new name. Even though now thanks to XN, I know that new names don't mean jack. Could have just been someone in disguise. Someone that changed their name and didn't tell me. You don't need to tell me. I don't know. I don't need to know Jack. I don't need to know anything. I'll just pretend I'm a Shalin. Shalin doesn't know Jack. He's happy. Aren't you, Shalin? Huh? Shalin's always happy. Shalin's a good boy. Except when he's not. Which is a lot, actually. What am I talking about? I don't know. It's just make new wall look better than old wall. I have to keep this in mind the whole time while I'm rebuilding the entire bloody Valhan city, is that a lot of these things, all the way up to, I think, the slime factory, I can't even remember. Nah, I am new. I found your channel around a month ago and just saw you are streaming. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad that you found the channel and that you stuck around. Clearly, you like it enough to stick around, which is which makes me happy. So yeah, welcome. Let's just get all of this wall gone. Go away, wall. I don't like this. Shalin says, I do not know Jack. I know Sally, though. You see what I'm talking about? See what I have to deal with on a daily basis? Well, maybe not daily, but enough. I have to deal with this enough, okay? Shalin, dang it. Stay out of my lab. You slippy villain. Okay, so once I got all of the blackstone that I now no longer like out of this build, yeah, don't get me wrong, blackstone has its purposes, but all the purposes that I had for it has been overtaken by deep slate. It has some other purposes that deep slate can't do. There's some of the builds, like the warped build and everything that we got over there, where blackstone is exactly what you want, because you want that purple tinge, but we were using blackstone as the blackest thing that we got, and even though this is pretty gray, dark gray, but then if you look at the like these ones, that's nice and dark. That's a nice neutral black. Right, maybe just a charcoaly kind of black, but still, it's good. Sean says, I mean, if you're on here and not on RC, there's nothing stopping me from exploring the lab, right? I do need more science toys for the space station. Shalin, I swear to God. I'm constantly looking at things going, was that there before? Was it? I'm pretty sure it's just me forgetting that I put things where I put them. But you have me paranoid, dude. You got me real paranoid, man. Hi, guys. Y'all having fun in there? Look at those mustaches. Mustachios. It's amazing. Okay. Yeah, so this build is almost ready for me to say, you know what, it's good enough to put on a coffee page. And then we can maybe move on to the next one. I don't know if we're going to be doing 2 per stream, because it's already been an hour and a half just on this one. So maybe we just do a stream on each of them, right? Why not? Over the next course of however long. And then whenever one of them is finished, I'll go and put it up on coffee. And I still need to decide on how I'm going to do that. If you guys wanted to build like this, like I don't really know. Would you be okay with like a little $2 or something entry fee, or $5 entry fee to be able to get this? just so that I can deter people from stealing my builds and then putting it up on like Stevie's channel or one of the other big ass Minecraft channels that just steal builds constantly. Would that be, what do you guys think? When you bringing a showcase on apartments, what the big skyscrapers that you were talking about in Discord? So I did the apartments. The apartments are all over there. I did the video on the apartments. I'm not sure. When are you bringing a showcase on apartments? I think you're talking about the skyscrapers, right? That's gonna be a while. You're talking about buildings that are bigger than this. You know how long it took me to design that skyscraper there? It took me weeks and weeks, and that was working towards an episode. Now I have to do skyscrapers parallel to an episode. It's gonna take a while. But for the meantime, I mean, there's that one. If you want a skyscraper, there's some of these other ones are technically tall buildings. You could just take the design of some of these ones and scale them up a bit. But I will get around to doing some skyscrapers in the future. But it's not going to be soon. I have lots of content planned out that it's not easy to just start on the skyscraper. Those ones are going to take a while. I would rather be chipping away at them slowly until I have a few nice big towers, and then no, I'm asking for the lower class and middle class skyscrapers. I mean, yeah, like the something like that wood factory over there, right? That's what I would consider to be a low class one. And then the warped one next to it, that one with the end stone sticking out, I would say would be a middle class one. If you scale those styles up, I'll show you a little bit closer. Let's go. Let's go. I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? I will do some in the future, but like I said, it's going to take a while. So something like this, right, feels very Broadway to me. This is something that I would consider to be the style of a middle class sort of apartment, and then this one would be lower class, and then, you know, the upper class ones just full on glass. Some of them take, honestly, you could make a stone pillar the size of this thing and it would look like a Cyberpunk skyscraper. Some of them are really like basic looking, and what you would just have is like light strips that like snake up the building, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, you can look at these ones. You can go back to the Atlantia series if you want to see me building them, if you want some inspiration. Or when all of this gets released, then you'll have those ones. But as for a video, that's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Maybe I'll collab with some of the builders in the community and make a couple of... Because I know, like... Absolute Grace and a few others have said that they would like to try their hand at some futuristic. Maybe I make a skyscraper showcase into a nice collaborative effort where a few of us work together on it, and then that way it could probably get done a little bit faster, and also it would be mixing up different styles, which is also usually a good thing when it comes to Cyberpunk. But for the time being, let's try and finish this one. There's only one space that really still needs help. Like I said, this space I'm kind of keeping intentionally open, because if it were me, the way I would fill the space is with like a homeless encampment or something, right? You would have a bunch of homeless people that can't afford healthcare living in this little hole under the hospital. Very ironic, very sad. But that's the way Cyberpunk rolls, right? So that's what I would do there. So I'm not going to try and fill that up the same way that I did here. This has a little bit of trash, and it's got the slime dripping out and the graffiti and everything. But over here, I'm going to leave it a little bit more open. I want people to interpret some of this for themselves. But maybe a little bit something more here is probably something we need to do. Actually, one of the things that we could do is put some fences here. Yeah, Slums, I love that the most. Yeah, it really it sells the Cyberpunk city very well when you got slums everywhere. I mean, without it, it just doesn't feel right, does it? It doesn't. Okay, and then what I'm thinking is we could also do just a little bit of. Let's see here. Bring this over through there, up there, around here, and then into there. Right? Just give it a little bit more pipage. Lots of pipage. Okay, that's fine. And then this side, I'm not sure what I want to do with this side entirely. Actually, does it have enough space for one? Oh, this is a technical space, so no, not really. Dang it! Oh, you know what? You know what this needs? I'll tell you what this needs. Paintings. Alright, so we're gonna put... Nope. Oh, there's just not enough paintings in Minecraft. Good lord. Ah! There really just isn't enough paintings, is there? Oh, give me the blue skull. It's always the hardest bloody one to get, isn't it? Let's see, I don't want that. Let's take away these ones. Oh, stop that. I hate working with paintings. They're horrible. They just don't work the way they're supposed to. I don't know. Actually, you know what? It kind of feels a bit cheap to do that here. So let's see. What could we potentially do here? I mean, we have a 3 white space, which means we could technically write something. Let's just see here. Oh, you know what we could just do? I know what we could do. We just do... Could I have gone up one more? I potentially could have gone up one more. Let's go up one more. Help! Okay, just help. Help. I think that is very fitting for a hospital to have on, is just help. So what we'll do is, let's make this, what was the other one here? That was just gray. I don't want gray. I guess just another red one. Red would probably be the best way to do this. Okay, so we're gonna just go there, and then we're gonna go. See, I had a yellow one here that had like 250s in them, didn't I? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just gonna go 50% red. Red. Keep looking past it. Red wool. And 50% red concrete powder. Okay, so we got help. And then for the next one, let's see, we're gonna go. Now we gotta just frame this. Otherwise it just doesn't quite look the way you want graffiti to look. Alright, so we're gonna frame. That. Leaving the corner so that it looks it doesn't look so square. Ends up having that very dynamic shape to it, right? And then we'll take this area again. And this time we go 50 on the gray and gray. There we go. So we got help there. And we got brain there. Okay. I think that this build is close enough to done that I would be okay with putting this up on the Ko-fi, which I'm still waiting for some feedback from you guys. What do you think? Like $5 just to weed out the people that obviously if you become a member, then you know you get all of the schematics plus this world plus and like I've said 100 times before. Let me go over to the other one. Alright, anything that has to do with any of my tutorials, like this world, will always be free. Tutorial worlds will always be free. But for builds that are coming out of SMP series, this is going to be free. This is all going to be free. But builds that are coming out of SMP series, builds that are just for showcase, the ones where people can't just look at the video and copy it anyway, those ones I want to just try and protect a little bit more and make sure that it doesn't end up on the Dream SMP with them claiming that it's theirs, or on one of the Russian Minecraft YouTubers, or Stevie, or any of the just absolute bastards that you have in the community that just steal builds and claim it's theirs and make videos and make thousands of dollars off of millions of views using builds that they didn't design, and no credit to the people that did. And I know that those people making thousands are likely gonna easily fork out $5 to buy this, but you know, it might just deter some of the slightly smaller ones in doing the same. And I don't want to feel like I'm trying to exploit my community by monetizing some of these things, but at the same time I'm trying to make a living out of this. I'm trying to get I'm trying to make sure that I can keep doing this if you guys love it. And so, you know, it's one of those things. For the rest of you, you know, there's always the inspiration of the videos themselves, and I've flown around this thing so many times. I'm pretty sure if you stop and pause enough, you could probably recreate the whole thing block by block, except for what's on the inside. But yeah, I think protecting myself a little bit was just an entry fee on some of them would probably be worth it. Yeah, that's what I have to say about it. I would really like your input, you know, either here in the chat or, you know, most of you guys are already in the Discord. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I'm not the only one that does this. I know there's a lot of the Instagram builders that have Patreons and things like that to make sure that their schematics are safe, and that the people that get their hands on the schematics are people that are genuine supporters, because you're not gonna fork out any kind of support to a creator that you aren't a genuine supporter of. So that's one of those things. As for the coffee itself, it's going to be a tiered thing. So there will be an entry level where you get access to the Discord and maybe, you know, being able to get some videos on early access and stuff like that. And then the second tier might be a little bit more behind the scenesy sort of stuff, and maybe even some one-on-one build consults. And then the third one, the higher tier, is going to be like just straight up including this world and the more stuff that comes in here, every tutorial, every build, every map art and vehicle and farm and redstone that I do. Like, as I get better with redstone, you're gonna get all of that. So I think that's the best idea, to just be strict. Yeah, I think so too. And it's sad. It's really sad that it has to be, right? It would be great if we could just share everything, but these days it's really just not in a creator's interest, if they're planning on doing it as a business, you know, or being a creator as a career option, to just be free with their builds. It just doesn't bode well for most creators to do that. Even the ones that have it locked behind, like I said, even the ones that have it locked behind paywalls still get them stolen from time to time. The better builder you are, the more of your stuff is going to get stolen as you progress and become more popular and dare I say famous. But I'm guessing, you know, having some kind of amount to just regulate is going to deter some of the thievery a little bit. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Maybe at some point I'll just be like, you know what? Because there's going to be plenty of other perks to it. So maybe at some point it'll just be like, you know what? Just make all the schematics free from now on. Thank you to the ones that have bought it before. Yeah. Charlotte saying the better builder you are, the more you're gonna get stolen. Phew, I'm safe. Nah, dude, I think you're on track to becoming someone whose builds are thievable. But yeah, there's gonna be a case of, well, thank you to the people that have spent some money on my builds in the past. I wouldn't have been able to get here without you guys, and then be like, okay, I'm now at a point where I don't need to make money off of the builds anymore. And then I'll just be like, yeah, free for everyone now. So that's kind of where my head's at with it. I want to make sure that, you know, my community understands this. I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm monetizing my builds and you guys just got to deal with it. You know, I want to be upfront with you guys. You are the ones that are going to be making it possible for me to keep going in the future. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what my thought process is behind it, especially the people that are in the live streams, because the people that show up for the live streams are the top tier of my supporters. Not that I have, not to take anything away from any of my other supporters, but you know, the live streams are the hardest ones to be supportive of, and if you're here, then it means that you are genuinely, you know, one of my top tier supporters already. So I want to thank everyone that's here right now anyway, and just get that out of the way too. Also, by the way, I keep forgetting. I wanted to mention it at the end of the last episode, and I didn't, and I feel terrible about it. But we reached 3,000 subscribers, peeps. So thank you guys so much. Especially a lot of the people that are in the stream right now are actually from the newer crowd, and you are the guys that pushed the channel over the 3,000 mark. So thank you so much. I might make some kind of special something for it, but I don't want to make any promises because, you know, time constraints can be a real bitch sometimes, and I end up breaking promises or not fulfilling promises. So I don't like promising things, but I want to say that I want to try and do something nice. I tried doing a Q&A over on Instagram, but didn't really get a lot of A's to Q, so or any Q's to A, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the 3,000 subscribers. Also, the channel is just so healthy right now. It's fantastic. Challenge, stop it! You muppet, just stop it. This wasn't a sad sap story for you to frickin' to respond to. Yeah, blow your bloody McDonald's budget. If you want help getting emotionally used to it, I'll come steal all your science builds and move to the space station. Lolly says, no, don't make schematics free. Rather, I think tutorial world is much more interesting. Yeah, the tutorial world is always going to be free, right? Everything that I put into a tutorial, I don't feel like education, and even something like Minecraft education, should ever be behind any kind of paywall. So anything that's in a tutorial will always be free. This world will have builds and tutorial stuff, and it'll just have everything that I've ever done in here. I'm talking and actually not doing this effectively. So that this will always be one of the top tier rewards for my members from the Ko-fi, because I feel like having an insight into my brain and every build I've ever done is it didn't display your message? Did you put bad words in your message? Quarantined, can't go to McDonald's. Oh, okay, fair enough. What was the message that it was supposed to display? It didn't even really make any kind of... Did it make a notification thing? It didn't come up in my mini feed. Maybe that's... Something with the mini feed is broken. Anyway, what is the... That's weird. I don't like the fact that it's broken, though. Well, what is the message that you... replace region with air. There we go. That's way more effective. Awesome. I'm just tidying up now because I'm just having a ramble at the end of the stream here. My message was, here's the fee for access to all your builds for my nefarious purposes. Sure. Fine. Whatever. You didn't need to, but okay. You could have... No, never mind. I'm not going to give you any ideas, because then you are going to do what I say, and then I can't be angry because you did exactly what I said. So, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to leave it. Just going to leave it at that. Thank you, Shalon. You really didn't need to. You read it wrong. Perpoises does not equal oh. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I told you at the start, or like when the stream was still fairly new and you just got here, I said I know talk good today. Okay? So sue me. Bloody hell. Okay. He said porpoises, people. Porpoises, right? Like the cousin of the dolphin. Because he likes punching fish. Get it? Get it? Okay, good. Let's see. We'll take out this area. Boom. And yeah, so that's me rambling for another episode about Ko-fi and what my thought process is behind it. I hope you guys are okay with the ramblings of a lunatic. I know there's some people here that actually thoroughly enjoy the ramblings of a lunatic, but I don't know if that's how many of you that is. Pwah! Oh no! Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I'm okay with that. I need to replace this thing onto the other one. I accidentally cut it off. Anyway. Yeah, so that's, I think, going to be this stream for today. I didn't think that we were just going to do one. Well, to be fair, actually, before we go, let's just plan this out for ourselves a little bit, right? Because it seems like the streams are doing okay. People are enjoying it. People are learning something. So I'll keep doing them until the builds are all done. And I'll probably start, if I can figure out the Ko-fi this week, maybe I'll start putting the builds up one by one. So maybe not this week, but I'm hoping to get it done, you know, by the end of January. It's a complicated thing and I don't understand it so well. So we got this one done, more or less. I'm happy with it. I think it's okay. I think we can put it up. I think there's room for interpretation, there's room for expansion and all that sort of stuff. This one is going to be a difficult one to do. So this will probably be a full stream. Probably this one as well, although no, this one I think I might just square off. Yes, that is a Pepe. You're the second person on the second stream now to realize that that's a Pepe over there, yeah. And then there's a Minecraft heart and a couple of other things. But yeah, that's a little Pepe. And there's also if you go in here, there's more graffiti in here, right, in the parking lot. We got the South Park characters over there, right? Kyle, Kenny, Stan, or Cartman and Stan. And then there's a credit sign with like a stripe through it. Enderman face, 1%ers. So it's like scattering little graffiti bits everywhere. That one we did today with the infected brain. So this one will probably just square off because it's a supermarket, right? So we'll just make it, literally just box it, right? Because I think that is exactly what the supermarket would be. And then maybe we can just put some piping and a few things around the outside. So that one, this one, and maybe even this one, we could probably do in a single stream. Because this one's also just kind of boxing it up. Because it's not supposed to have much shape to it. And then we'll add a few things on the outside. So there's a good chance we can do all three of these in one. Especially if I come with a bit of a plan. Because this one's pretty much done. I just want to like put some of the paintings back. And that's pretty much it. It was a freestanding build. It actually was complete compared to some of the other ones. So that one, this one, this one. So 1, 2. This one's done. Right, this one's done. Also, so I could put that up. I'm just gonna cut out this box actually. And probably just not. Oh, we can leave the box. People could fill it up with a slime reservoir. This was where the slime chunk was. For anyone who's wondering, that's what this was. It was a slime farm. And that was where the slime chunk was. And then over here was where the storage was. So the storage came up, or the drops came up from there and went into these boxes, these chests here, right? So that was the slime farm. We'll look at them a little bit on a different stream. So those two are complete. So that still just leaves us with 2 streams. This one's pretty much complete. Yeah, this one's pretty much complete. So that's still just 2 streams. This one might require a little bit of, this one does require a little bit of work. So that's 1. This one's pretty much done. And this one's pretty much done. So actually we might be able to do this in like, I'd say about 3 streams. And then actually no, No. Because there's still the... I haven't pasted all of them over, but there is still the warped building over there. This one still needs to be pasted over there and cleaned up, but it won't need much in the way of extra building on top of it. So that's just going to be a cleanup job. And then I need to go back onto my old world save of Atlantia and get the inside of this tower pasted back in. This one might take like a whole stream to just finish. Maybe even 2 or 3 actually to finish. So this will probably be the bulk of that. But I think working on these in the meantime means you guys get some educational Cyberpunk streams. And I get to finish all of this work, and we can get it all up on the Ko-fi, and I can try and start earning some form of an income from Minecraft, YouTube, and all of that. So I think that is going to be that for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. I have had a weird and rocky start to the stream where I couldn't talk, and my throat hurt, and my brain wasn't working, and I don't know, but it turned out nice. A lot of people showed up. I thoroughly appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. Thank you for the channel just being so healthy. Everything is on the up. My subscribers are going up. The views are going up. The impressions are going up. The click-through rates are better. The watch times are better. It's all just coming together, and I have most of you guys that are here now. I definitely have all of you guys that are here now to thank for that, plus a whole bunch of the new people. So thank you guys so much, and don't forget to like. Live streams don't get enough likes, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day, and see you.